Hope everyone had a good Halloween, a good weekend, and I'm gonna clean up some more 3D prints. My uncle just left the house to go, left the studio to go to the hardware store and to get dinner. So we're gonna try to clean up some stuff before they get back and we eat. I just tried to replace the motor on the table saw. I don't think I got the right motor. So to combat the depression of yet another, I want to say setback, but not win, we're going to make some progress on the 3D prints. So before we do that, I got something I want to show you from our experiment with the epoxy last time. All right, check these out. Okay, so I used the robin egg color that I really liked to fill in this kind of support structure of a print, just like some random kind of stuff that fell off. So I don't know what those are doing there. That might be important. Uh-oh. Anyway, we'll figure that out. But it looks like it's going to do a great job of filling in these tiny gaps and giving me a surface to kind of sand down. And even with an interesting color that juxtaposes, at least give the illusion that it's supposed to be a flat surface. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And even better, check this out. Got pulling on that. Oh, well. I swear to God it was working before I did that. It is going to be a decent adhesive, especially if we notch everything and put it together. But it sticks on there really well. And despite the fact that I just manhandled that off, it did stand up to some tests earlier. So if we just hopefully notch this and get it a little kind of grooved in there, I think it's going to be golden. All right, so most of them are going good. But let's turn on some music and get to tearing off the supports. I don't know where. It's right here. All right. I'm going to turn on some wave of the vapor. Should have had this rolling beforehand. Got this really awesome Dita Mert cup, Dita Mert pottery. She made it custom for my dog. Those of you that know Jurgen, love it. He's around here somewhere, chilling out. So, all right, where were we? What were we doing here? How's that? I have no idea why the camera is tilted like that. Guess that's okay though. And we got a new, I did have a new tool to use. Looks like I'm super unprepared for all this. Imagine that. everybody out there is having a good day. Boy, this works pretty well. Alright, let's see how far down this eye socket we can go without totally effing stuff up. Oh my gosh, look at this. I think an old that's either from, I can't tell if that's just like congealed blood from last time or if that's from this new tool. That's how it goes. All right. little discrepancy in there. That's pretty cool. Means something to patch up, but still, it's kind of interesting. I think that is definitely blood. Ooh. Looks like I need to be a little more careful digging in here. This is getting tucked. Looks like I need to be a little bit more careful. I'm kind of gouged side in here. Ah. We got one really stuck in there, and this specific tool might be too big. Hell yeah. 3D printer decks. Thank you for the follow. That's awesome. Yep, the dreaded support removal. Yeah, the size of these is what's really getting it. I don't know if you can tell. This is the MRI. It's an MRI scan of a human skull, like a quarter of it. So the only hard part has been getting into like the eye sockets and everything, you know. So getting really, really far down in there is what I'm having trouble with. Most of all the other stuff comes off really well. But here's the maquette. Right? So this is 25% of the top part, just this section right here. I'm trying to avoid getting in here with like any kind of rotary or oh, thank you. Any kind of rotary or pneumatic tools. You know, anything that's just going to kind of inadvertently cause a lot more damage because I'm pretty clumsy and I probably would. But it looks like in some of these super tight crevices, I don't know if you can get in, like right in there. I don't know if you can see, but like way back in here. I'm either going to have to plug that up or go in with a little bit of a Dremel. Nothing too major either way. We'll keep plugging away with this before we actually turn on the tools. So, yeah, super hard to get at. But kind of fun also. What kind of machine do you print on? Do you have a preference? Yeah, that's a model I made actually. It's a collage of, I can't tell you how many different STL files that I found on either educational websites or things like Thingiverse for the more simple stuff. Things like that, yeah. You know, take it all, cut it up, put it all together, make it your own, that kind of stuff. Oh, cool. I've never used Delta or Cartesian. I've pretty much used exclusively Creality, not because I'm so beholden to the brand, but they've had sales happen when I've just been able to, like, I just happen to have the money to give in, you know, for new equipment. So, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've got 3 CR10s going on the other side of the room and a couple enders on this one. Oh, okay. I did not know that. It just shows you how little I actually know. That's tight, though. I'll definitely check out your channel as soon as I finish here in the workshop today. that's rad. That's cool. Yeah, I don't unfortunately have the skills or the practicality to make anything that's actually functional. I just use it all for my artwork, but that's super rad. Is some of that stuff on your channel? Oh, tight. That's way cool. I'm not sure if you would classify it as a straight CNC, but my uncle and I are currently sharing a shop, and he just got a brand new Tormach that he's setting up over there in the corner. So as soon as that's working, more of a mill, machining mill, than it is a CNC. But as soon as that's working, that'll probably find its way onto the channel too. I'm sure I'll find an artistic application to use that thing. Where's your shop at? Oh, rad. Manitoba. I'm in Kentucky in the United States. Hey, buddy. Garrix, I'm over here. Hey. Gonna make a little appearance. Here, buddy. Oh. Say hi. Best shop partner. Yeah, got to. Gotta love all the animals. Alright, I'm gonna try to pull this back part out, because I think if I get this out of here, I can reach some of the other more. Oh, nope. I cannot. I thought for sure that was gonna go all the way through. It does not. We're very close to this one being finished. Oh my god, 10 cats? That's awesome. Super brave too. There's an outside cat that lives here in the studio, but I'm not sure if it's technically our cat or if we're just helping it whenever it needs a place to go. But I love all animals. They're great. Ten cats, that's incredible. In a good way. Let's see if I can get this balanced in here. Oh, yeah, that's a problem in Kentucky too. People have too many farm animals, whether they're dogs, cats, or sometimes even other stuff. They go drop it off in the woods. You know? I can't understand doing that, but I've also never had too many mouths to feed, so. that got a good piece out. Yeah, it's really crammed in there. I can see it, but the further that the further it goes back, the more it does that and traps everything in it. So it's coming out, but also the inside of this form is pretty much just support. So I think that some of these elements that are really far back in these little kind of crannies and nooks, they're also attached to the larger parts in here. So they really are giving me quite a bit of trouble, but we're super close. I can see hopefully what I think is the end of it. Or, I mean, is what I think is the end of it, but hopefully what really is. So. I was just so worried about this form actually printing that I maybe didn't take the time. Yeah, faux marble. That's kind of part of the idea, because the maquette like references old school, or not old school, but maybe archaic sculptures, Greco-Roman kind of stuff. Part of the idea behind using those things and those elements in my collage was that the newer version of it would be in a faux marble. Yeah, I am an artist. I am. Yeah, that's all that I do. So. It is not a commission, but I have a big exhibition, a solo exhibition coming up December 8th. December 1st is when we start the install. So this is one of the few artworks I have to finish up for it. It's going to go into the exhibition. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, no. Well, that's the thing is I fear not creating constantly. I wake up and that's kind of all I think about doing. So not really a choice, But I definitely get nervous when exhibitions roll around because you spend so much time, kind of planning things out, and just kind of wonder how it's going to be received. If everybody's going to dig it or not, which isn't something you can control. That certainly doesn't, it's not why I make stuff, so people will like it, but, you make artworks because you got something to say, so. You just hope that it's clear enough that the message comes across. All right, this. All right, this might be it. Don't speak too soon. Oh God, yeah, I have so much respect for people who are, machinists and engineering. I could not do that at all. I get to take so many liberties with everything I do with being an artist. I definitely don't have the skills or the intelligence to do that. Mad respect for that, man. I can't imagine all that pressure. Alright, it's just stuck on one little thing that I can hardly get to. How am I going to get in there? Oh man, it's just way back in there. Come on out. Yeah, thank you. Alright, that might be a good purchase. Oh shit! Come on. I might need to get a smaller screwdriver / pry bar. Oh my gosh, every time I think I get to the end, more and more and more shows up. Pull this here so I can see the text a little better. I know, I'm so close. It's so far in there. Honestly, it's so close I'm debating and just like cramming it full of epoxy putty. But no, not at all. Come this far. And this is a little stress relieving right now. Getting to kind of wail away on this a little, so. These caverns that it's in are just such an odd shape. It just kind of holds on to the supports and it doesn't want to let it go. Yeah. Okay. Readjust. Think about this. Oh yeah, that piece. All right, if we come in, cut some of this. Did anybody else hear that? I have tried tree supports. These are just so huge. Some of these prints, it was very close. Sounds like my neighbor Rick shooting his gun. The tree supports are great. Oh, okay, good. So this support, even with the CR10, it took up most of the bed. And I think this specific piece took about, let's see, this is the fourth. Yeah, this might have taken like 6 days to print. So with the tree support on it, that adds a whole lot more material and time. And I've got multiple of these compositions that use similar forms that go into each artwork that's going into the show. So because of time and just material costs, I didn't really invest in the larger ones with tree supports. But we have some smaller maquettes. You can't see them right now. They're back here on the... So for like things that are like this size, totally do tree supports. Yeah, big time nail biter. You got to make sure that you've got backup power supplies in case the power goes out. I mean, even though, most of Creality software is pretty good about that now, like having resume print functions and stuff. Backup power supplies. Like I have one right now that's, I'm not kidding, it's going to take 13 days. I'm almost 4 days into it. It's another artwork. So, there's decisions with that. Like I could have made it all in pieces again, but there's way less cleanup, and it's pretty much once it comes off the plate, it just goes right on to into the gallery. So yeah, super long prints, long builds, but they're big artworks. They're big pieces. So this one has, I don't know if you can see, but like all these kind of little spaces right here on the rims. So each one of these, there's 12 pieces to make this composition. And each one has these kind of little chambers all the way around it. They get drilled out and the magnets get put into them. So instead of gluing it back together, all the pieces just kind of magnetize, which makes it really easy to take apart and store or to ship somewhere. And it also, I don't know, for me it's just kind of like, I know that gluing and, putting, like, using epoxies to put PLA and some other types of filament back together can end up making it stronger than the print itself. But, for me, just having that breakaway capability just is a lot more reassuring that if it falls, it's more likely to pull apart where the magnets are than it is to kind of shatter. So that's another reason why I'm making them in prints. And when you got so many different printers, you can run 5 different prints at the same time. And it only takes a couple weeks to print something that would be about 3 feet tall in the end. So. Oh, come on. Gosh, it's getting so dark down in some of these little... Oh, big movement. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure I'm getting that one. What's that? What I just tapped with the hammer? Oh, it's just a screwdriver that I turn into a pry bar. So, you know, it's nice and slender. You can get into all kinds of crazy places and move it around. So. But that way I can put it right up to where, you know, the top of the support layer meets the print and just kind of start wedging everything down. At least that's the plan. When it gets to be like this, it obviously doesn't work that great. But every time, like I said, every time I keep... All right, I think I'm just going to have to grind that out. Man, I just feel like we're so close. All right, if I could find a way to get in here. Okay, no clue if that's part of the print or the support. You know, magnifying glass. Oh yeah, okay, we're super close. All right, I'm gonna go get my, well, shoot. At this point, it looks just like a bunch of tiny ribbon back here. It's still stuck in, but somehow it's like also shattered. Yikes. Okay. Stubborn. Yeah, there's other words for it. That's a really polite one. I'm gonna get a thinner pry bar iron shell. Return. Unless there's one right here. Nope.
Man, I just can't find the angle to hit this piece now. At this point, I might just be punching holes and stuff.
I don't think so, though. I can totally see the supports. They're just really stuck on there.
Okay. Oh, come on. Gosh, what's going on in there? It can't be that far back in there.
Yeah, getting my steps in today. All right, well that came out. Peace. Oh, there's some. It only takes a little to convince its friends they need to get out too. I don't know what this is. Columbus. Way more in here than I anticipated.
Not even sure if I could get a Dremel bit back in there. Oh my goblins. Did we get it? Close. So close. I wonder why that's... We just charged this thing. Silly Ezra. Now this actually comes out. This is all support too down here. Because the way the head tilts in the composition. But I'm leaving it on while I'm boring out these little holes so that there's just easier for it to, you know, have some pressure applied to it while it's in certain positions on the table. But there is just a tiny, tiny, tiny section left. I wish I just had like a... Well, I wish I had mind powers. I could just pull it out, but with my mind. And I wish I had just some long tool with a little burr on it. Just go... Of course, I'm finding more to pull out. Oh, that sounds good. That's the sound of support breaking away from the from the artwork. Be that stubborn.
Black Friday kick-ass deals on furniture, accessories, and houses. Every has financing options for every budget. Click the link to find your local Ashley store or shop online today.
Turns out that is not the ceiling. That is more support. See if this helps. Yeah. Oh! That's the kind of stuff we like to see fly out. Getting a textual message from my homie, but I'll answer that once I'm finished with work. On me now. Ah, yeah. Get out there. You're not staying. Boom. That should open it all up. Nice if I had like a really strong, long, thin, like stereo screwdriver. Oh, loading machine. Cool. How'd it go? Oh, that's awesome. Cool. I'm definitely going to check that out as soon as we're finished. Or as soon as I'm finished working.
Spectrum Mobile is the fastest growing mobile provider in the nation. Now is the time to switch. Get Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for $29.99 for your first line and every line. Click or visit a Spectrum store today.
Yeah, I thought about that. I think once I finish this exhibition, I'll definitely string my long builds. I had so many different things happening at one time that I didn't make the time when the builds were, most of them were on the plates to actually take care of that. Instead, I just was like making other artwork. There's also some video and some drawing and some installation work that's going to go in the exhibition. So I was using that time to kind of spread it around for other artworks. can't dig these out, so I'm just going to push them back into the skull so that no one sees it. Oh, come on. That's definitely just going to get bored out. All right, this actually... Gosh. And there's just like the tiniest, not even like... It's like 2 pencil eraser heads. That's it. Regular number 2. Not those fun giant ones that you want to smell and eat. Okay. Getting yet an even smaller pry bar. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's so close. Alright, let's see if this will reach it. If not, I may have to come up with a different solution. Where's that? I don't know if this will fit in there. I might have to wait till tomorrow to use the Dremel. I know that I'll just mess that up. I have to break out the dental bits. Even that's not long enough to get in there. Got that out though. Bam! Clean, clean, clean in there. Okay. Some scaffold still stuck on this plane. Oh, there's just the most stubborn little piece down in this corner. I know you want to come out. I know you want to come out. Is that it? Did you come out? All right. I think we're going to call that. Nice, huh? So then we'll just get in there with, like on these places, we're going to make small repairs. And for those of you that, if anybody's watching, have kept up with the design, there's artifacts from the slicing process and the CAD program that we kind of left in because it was a nice juxtaposition from a natural MRI state with these kind of interposed, like kind of geometric forms. So those get highlighted with like a certain color of paint, and we made the epoxy testing. Thanks 3D Printer Dex, that's awesome. Means a lot coming from somebody with so much skill too. That's great. But yeah, so there's little areas that get kind of patched up with very high contrasting colors. And again, we're emulating with that Japanese kintsugi, you know, where you kind of the wabi-sabi principle of like the, you know, all the dents and beats in a ceramic cup or the journey, and you kind of replace those with gold and gild. We're not using gold or any kind of gilding here. We're going to use really high fluorescent color epoxies, but principle is the same. So let's pull some of this other stuff off. Oh my, that might be tricky. I have to hit that with a sander. These are all going to be on the inside of the composition, so I'm just pulling them off so they don't fall off later. Though this is all going to be trapped inside of the artwork that no one will actually be able to see unless you pull the sculpture apart, which isn't something I'll be doing too frequently when it's on view. Okay. It's going to be tricky getting this off. This plate is very thin, which wasn't smart on my part.
Up. See if we can get this to pull away. So this is one of those magnet housings that is going to help the sculpture snap together. And I just want to free it from the support so that it doesn't actually get broken off, because I think I might have done that with one of these pieces. A couple of the interior magnet housings got pulled off with some of the support structure. Kick ass. Alright, you probably can't hear that if you couldn't hear those gunshots earlier. That's my uncle back with dinner, so talk to you guys later. 3D print decks. Thank you so much for hopping on. It was really great talking to you, and I can't wait to check out your channel. So I don't really have a schedule, but lately I've been hopping on pretty much most days, or at least 3 or 4 days a week. Varying stages of 3D prints as well as other artwork. So if you're interested, love to talk to you again, but I can't wait to see you on your channel. So really appreciate you stopping by, and I'll talk to you soon.